Hi folks, this is Gora Radio Moscow here again for you with another beer review today. The one I've chosen for tonight comes from over the water in the States. It's the Sierra Nevada American Pale Ale. Now, I was always of the opinion that American beer was pretty rubbish, to be honest, but you would be of that opinion if you drank Miller, Coors, Budweiser, things like that. But if you look into the craft breweries in the States, there's actually some pretty awesome little breweries out there. You've got Brooklyn Lager, Sam Adams, Goose Island, Sierra Nevada, Anchor, Flying Dog, and these have all been becoming more popular and more easily accessible over here in the last couple of years. Now, Sierra Nevada are considered one of the pioneering craft breweries in the States. They were formed in 1979 by Ken Grossman and Paul Camusi, who were hobby brewers, and they basically decided that they would make a go of it and turn the brewery into a proper business. And they've been increasing their production ever since. The name is derived from Ken Grossman's love of actually hiking the Sierra Nevada mountains, so that was how they chose the name of this beer. Now, they've had the same master brewer since 1983, when they were producing around, I think it was 1,300 to 1,500 barrels a year, and now they're producing 780,000 barrels per year, so you can get an idea of how much this brewery is growing. But their increased production levels in 1989 forced them to move to their current location, which is in Chico in California. And their brewing facility now, it boasts a restaurant called the Tap Room, and also a live music venue which does all sorts of things like bluegrass music, country, you name it, it happens there. And the company itself is also very interesting because they won the United States Environmental Protection Agency award for the greenest company in 2010, and apparently something around 99.5% of their solid waste is diverted from landfill. The whole brewing operation is apparently solar powered, and they do things with their yeast, like they sell it to a company locally who convert it to high grade ethanol, and they use their waste runoff water to irrigate their fields, and they do things like this. So they've quite rightly won this award, and they're a very environmentally eco-friendly company, basically. Now, the brewery's core range includes this one, the American Pale Ale. There's also a porter, a stout, a torpedo, one called the Torpedo Extra IPA, and the Kellerweiss Hefeweizen. So hopefully I can have one of these. I'll get one of these as well to review for you at some stage. But we'll get on to getting this one tasted as well. So it's a 5.6% American Pale Ale. As you can see, it's a very lovely dark golden colour. Nice little, but it's actually got quite a golden head rather than a white head on it here. Now, according to the bottle, it says it's a completely natural ale brewed with finest malted barley, whole cone hops, brewer's yeast, and pure water. Each bottle is conditioned naturally, creating more unique and flavourful ale. So this one, I've had this before, and I can tell you it's a really, really nice tasting one. But just for those of you interested in the bottle caps, it's a pretty plain bottle cap, to be honest. Nothing too creative, it just has the little Sierra Nevada writing on it there. Right, so we'll just give this one a little smell, see what it's like. It smells, it's quite odd. It smells quite piney, I would say. There's a little bit of citrus in there. It smells very, very fresh, I would say. And as you can see, the head's disappeared in it. It doesn't have too much carbonation in it. But as you can see, it smells like very, very fresh. I've never smelt one that's like this before. This was another reason I wanted to make this my first American beer review. It's a really unusual smell. It's very piney, very citrusy, maybe just a little hint of spice in there as well. Now, I'll just give this a little bash and tell you a bit about the taste. Now, it's got a very unique taste to it, I would say. It's very, very sweet. You can taste, you get that piney taste from it. It's a very unusual thing. and you can detect the kind of sort of citrusy notes coming after that. It's yeah, there's the very, like I say, there's the very piney taste, little citrusy notes after it. It's actually got quite a bitter kick to it. It's kind of, it's quite zippy, I would say. Very, 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 very sweet. But it's a very full flavour. The flavour's it's very, very rich. It's a very filling flavour. It's kind of, the aftertaste is a kind of is quite creamy, but it's also quite bitter at the same time. You have that dominating kind of piney element to it, and a little bit of citrus, but it's got quite a kind of bitter after kick to it. Very, very, yeah, very, very full flavour, I would say. It's very unique, I would say. Like, I really like it. When I had this beer before, I really enjoyed it, and it's quite, like I say, that piney taste to it makes it very, very unique. And I would say, if you're drinking this one, it's one that you have to concentrate a bit more on the taste. There's some beers, like I've reviewed before, like Bitburger and what's the other one? I've reviewed the Bitburger and the Kronbacher that are very easy drinking beers. You can just drink them without thinking so much about the flavour. But this one, I would say, it's the flavour is very, very full, so you want to concentrate on that a bit more and kind of and enjoy it. Just it's one that you want. It's a beer more that you try than a beer just that you can drink on a night and just keep drinking more and more of. I would say this is one that's not really to be wasted. I would say it's very, very nice. It's very nice drinking. Like I say, kind of very, very sweet, bitter aftertaste. I'm actually looking forward to reviewing the rest of the core range from this brewery. So I hope you've enjoyed the beer review again, and I hope I've given you an idea of what this one's like. Obviously, comment again with your own thoughts on the beer, and subscribe to the channel if you've enjoyed the review itself. But thanks again for watching, and I'll be back in a day or two with another beer review for you. Cheers!